are the basic unit of our society. Yes, we already learnt about families in the previous classes, but we continue to learn a little bit more in detail about families every time. We all need families. We all need somebody to love and care. Okay? Yes. So, we are going to talk a little bit more about families, but before that we will just recap about what we learned previously. So, there are two kinds of families, nuclear and joint family. Nuclear is when it's just parents and children. Joint family is when we have grandparents, parents and children. So, that is why we also call it as a 3-generation family. In some other parts of the world, it is called as a 3-generation family. And the nuclear family, because it has just dads and moms or the parents and children, we call it as just 2-generation families. Now, in nuclear family, sometimes it will be just parents and 2 children, then they are called smaller nuclear family. And a bigger nuclear family is when there is parents, children more than 3. 3 or more children are called as big nuclear families. Now, on this other side, joint family, there are grandparents, parents and children. But some families have even more members like aunt, uncle and their children, whom we call as cousins. So, that is the joint family. The very word suggests that the children are raised by a single parent, can be moms or dads, and the reasons are various. But I think that it is a great thing for parents when they don't have support, when they are single-handedly raising their kids. They have a lot of courage. Yeah. So, single parent families are raised by a single parent. Okay. The next type that we are going to learn is foster parents. Now, a lot of people in these days want to adopt children. So, what is adoption? Adoption is they go to the places like orphanages or other legally allowed sources, and they will take children saying that we would like to take care of them, and this is not short term, this is long term. Once you take the child from those people or those organizations, you have to bring them home and you have to take care of them just like your own children. That is called an adoption. And so, when these parents or individuals go to these organizations like orphanages or any other legally allowed, like I said, they have to bring the children home and take care of them like their own till they are married probably, yes, and those parents are called as foster parents. And it is a very beautiful and noble act, because there are so many children in orphanages who don't have anybody who needs them, and this is such a beautiful thing that foster parents do. Okay. The next one is, we are just going to recap about grandparents once more. You already learnt about grandparents, and also that our maternal grandparents are mom's side parents. Mommy's parents are called maternal grandparents, and then dad's side parents are called paternal grandparents. And how do you address them? In the previous class, we saw that these parents, grandparents are addressed based on the region, language, family preferences and different other reasons. So, we mostly call them Nana, Nani, Dada, Dadi, and those kind of names are commonly used. Then there is in different parts of the world, they are addressed in further different ways, which we learned in class 2. Okay. Next, we are going to learn about twins. It's excitement in a family when twins are born, because there's double kids and also more things to take care, more fun, more joy. So, twins. Yeah, twins means when a mother is carrying 2 babies at the same time in her womb. That is called a twins. Now, in twins there are 2 types, identical and non-identical. Identical means from the word itself you can see they are very similar. Sometimes not just their physical look, but also their habits, their nature, everything will be similar, and it's very difficult to tell them apart. We might call them the wrong names, you know. If this is the person's name, we will call the other baby the same name. So that close they are, that means their features are so alike. Okay. Then non-identical twins, as I say, it is with not much of features that are similar. We can easily tell them apart. Their nature could be different or same. Okay, that is twins. Now, sometimes when you go out, have you heard or like into a family function, or sometimes even your neighbors, they usually tell us, you look like your mom, you look like your dad, the shape of your nose is like your dad, or your eyes look like your mom, your grandmom. Yes, they are very, very common, especially when we go for some family functions or weddings or anything. Yes, have you thought deep about it? Yeah, it is because of a gene. We have so many genes in our body, and those genes are character traits and physical traits, and even resemblance of our family members like our grandparents and parents and all comes into us. That is called the genes. You'll learn more about genes later, but for now just understand that the resemblance between your family members and you is because of genes. So today we've learnt about single parent family, foster parents, grandparents, twins, and why do we resemble each other? Because of genes. Now, the role of the family we've already discussed, but let's go through it once more. Dad's roles, you know that it is to work and to take care of the family. Moms are taking care of the household, but now in the modern days, dad and mom has also taken up more responsibility. The dads also help in the kitchen, moms also go to work to help each other. Then grandparents take care of children and make life more interesting because they buy gifts, they'll tell stories, they'll just pamper the grandkids. Children, you're supposed to obey parents and do little things in the house that make a big difference. So what are little things? Tidying up the house, tidying up your toys, your books after homework, even your plate after your dinner or your lunch. You know, the small little things make a big difference. Okay, have you heard the proverb, little drops of water make a mighty ocean? Yes, so small contributions from you children can do a lot of help for your parents at home. But before we finish, we will learn this about families. That is a family tree. This is how we can, this grandfather, like you can see it on the screen, this grandfather, grandmother have these children and these children have these grandchildren. So it's almost like a tree. So the roots and then the branch and then all the branches are, so many generations can be formed like that.